I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's another dramatic day in the world of Fanatec. So a lot of things have happened. I'm going to let you know exactly everything. Now, when I made my video yesterday, I gave some tips on how I thought Fanatec could get out of the situation. They've done something that is the complete opposite, so we'll have to see whether it's the right thing. I also have been sent something by Fanatec. You can see here in my hands, I have a box from Fanatec. I am a customer like you. I'm not an affiliate. I don't get paid for doing these videos. And here is the product. So I'm going to open up in another video and show you what's inside. But just if you're someone who is awaiting Fanatec products and you're not sure what's going on, you're not even sure if they're even shipping anything. Well, I'm in the UK and this has been shipped to me. And it was a couple of days late, but it was pretty much in accordance with how they said it would be. I've also ordered some equipment from other sim racing manufacturers, competitor Fanatec, and not all of that equipment has arrived. So again, that's going to be in the other video. But what have Fanatec done, and why is it something that I said they shouldn't do? Well, yesterday we talked about how Fanatec can get out of this situation, and one thing I said was just reduce the amount of options and products you have available. Fanatec has this sort of arrogance where it feels like it can compete both the highest end with stuff like the Bentley wheel, the BMW M4 wheel, but also right at the entry level range as well with the CSL DD, you know, offering the most value for money direct drive wheelbase systems you can get anywhere in the world. Is pretty crazy, and it's difficult to compete all the way up, especially when you have about 1 billion different wheel rims and accessories and whatnot as well. So what have they done? They've launched this. They've launched an entire cockpit. It's called the CSL Cockpit. So they've added yet another product to their offering. It's a product that is going to be a little bit different. They have done cockpits before, but it's not a wheelbase, a pedal set, or a rim. It's an actual cockpit. It looks very, very, very different to the cockpits that you've seen maybe a lot of your favorite streamers use, who will almost often be using the big streamers anyway, big aluminium 80/20 rigs. This is not like that. It's a sort of tubular rig that connects together. People have said that it might not be very sturdy. I have seen this rig up close actually, and it does look a little bit more impressive up close than you can see in the pictures. But ultimately, this CSL cockpit for 400 euros is not as cheap as you can get some other 80/20 extrusion rigs. I have discount codes on some of them. I'm not going to say them in this video here because I don't think that'd be appropriate, but you can get aluminium 80/20 profile rigs that are absolutely rock solid for a cheaper price than the Fanatec one. The very interesting thing about the Fanatec CSL cockpit seems to be that the seat is only 100 euros. So it's quite reasonably priced for the seat. And by the way, the CSL cockpit for 399 euros to 400 euros does not include that seat. So you do need to get the seat separately, whether that's your own seat or you get the Fanatec seat. But it's an unusual construction. It doesn't look to be very sturdy. It does look to be quite mobile, so you can drag it around a bit easier than the aluminium 20 rig. But is this the right thing for Fanatec? Is this going to increase their confidence from consumers? Is this going to help people who have had orders since Black Friday that have not been delivered yet? Is it going to, reassure the investors, the people who are buying and selling shares in the stock market? There's many different angles to all of this. Is it what, people at Fanatec will want, employees of Fanatec will want to be released at this time? So many different questions. And again, if you look at the forums, if you look at the comments of these videos, there's a real mixture of people. Some people who have ordered have not got their products for ages. Some people saying, look, I ordered it a week ago and it's already come. There's such a massive disparity. There's a lot of confusion, and this is going to add another level of uncertainty into that mix. What if there is a issue with this rig as they send it out in full production, that they need to recall or send out bits? That's going to be another negative piece of news. On the other hand, now they can take orders for a 400 euro piece of equipment that's brand new. So if this is a big commercial success, they are going to get money in their pocket. Very interesting thing I've noticed that I haven't seen any English language YouTube reviews of this rig. It looks like either Fanatec have not sent it out to their usual influencers, or their usual influencers said, hang on, low, we don't want to review Fanatec products at the moment. It's just a little bit too hot. But we haven't seen the usual names who would be reviewing or doing their videos at launch of these products. That has not happened. So this is launched without pretty much, I would say, any fanfare. If you're watching this video, you might not even know that it came out, and there's not a lot of hands-on videos that you can see of actually how sturdy it is or not. So Fanatec are letting people know in comments that this thing, you know, can handle, I think, all the way up to 20 Newton meters, they're saying, like a champ. But people will want to see that in action. People will just want to see a 20 Newton meter direct drive wheelbase on this thing with a Formula rim and it not moving around. There are some interesting features as well, like the way the monitor mount works. I think it also could be quite interesting for karters because it has a natural sort of style for a kart driver. But a pretty crazy thing to, I think, launch right at this time. But this is the world of Fanatec as we see it. It's absolutely insane. Some people, I think, are not taking this seriously enough. Some people are, you know, to use an expression, sort of closing their eyes and saying this is all going to be okay. We just don't know. If you look at it from the investment banking side of things, Fanatec is, in investment banking, really bad shape on the equity side. You cannot dispute that. The CEO is gone. We don't know who the CRO is going to be. The share price has just absolutely tanked. The market cap is very low compared to revenue. The last reported actual EBITDA figures were very, very, very low. So, you know, I don't want to scare anyone, but it is a serious situation. So I just want to make you aware of that. It could also be the case that Fanatec comes through this and they sell a lot of these CSL cockpits, for example. Maybe they'll bring some other products to market. They'll improve their shipping. And as I said before, because they go direct to consumer, they'll actually be taking more margin and they're more competitive against some of their rivals in this space. But it can go either way. So anyone in the comments who is maybe too far on one side or the other, you know, I would encourage you to maybe speak with someone on the other spectrum to you and see if there's any points that you agree with in the middle here, because it is an uncertain time. What should Fanatec do to get out of this situation? I don't think they should start releasing more products. I know it will be tempting to release a new product and get those pre-orders in, but I just think it's their focus has to be on basically that customer service, shipping the products that people have ordered. Those customers will then become advocates for Fanatec. You'll have that word of mouth again. People will be pleased with their equipment, and then that is the most powerful marketing they can do. The worst marketing they have right now is the vast numbers of people who have just not received any Fanatec equipment and who are hundreds or even thousands of pounds, euros, dollars out of pockets, because those people are going to let everyone else know, hey, don't make the same mistake I did. I'm not happy about the situation. And if you look at it purely from that angle, it's the biggest existential sort of factor here for Fanatec. I don't think adding new products is going to help it. I say that ironically as someone who has a product in my hands here, and I'm very much looking forward to opening it. And sorry, this is a little bit of a trigger warning because I have Fanatec product in my hand, but I can assure you that I have paid for this with my own money, and I'm looking forward a lot to getting it out and putting it through its paces. But yeah, Fanatec right now, I mean, I want to hear from you in the comments. What would you do if you were the new CRO of Fanatec, the Chief Restructuring Officer? How would you restructure Fanatec to take it back to its market-leading position? This is a critical question that I think everyone who has an interest in Fanatec wants to know. How are they going to get out of this situation? So please let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time.